Nieuwd, Wie, Ra, Wa, Siekszorp, Ie, Hei, Roskis, How, Har, Heu, Doing. So today I'm going to show you how to play Tebas Don't Go by Boy Pablo. It's one of my favorite tunes of his new album. It's a wonderful tune. I'll first play it for you entirely and then I will explain to you everything in a lot more detail after I played it for you. There's also a piano part which I transcribed to guitar, so you can just play along with the whole song. I will also show you the second or the melody tabs. So yeah, it will be an all-inclusive video and I'm very sure you will get the hang of it. Check out my Instagram, link is in the description. Let me know which song you would like to see next by typing it in the comments or by voting for it on my Instagram. And yeah, let's get into the video now. So the song is just in standard tuning. You don't need a capo or anything like that, so we can go directly into the song. that's how to play the song. It isn't too tricky. The strumming pattern isn't that tricky. It might look tricky, but it isn't, which is nice. The chords aren't that tricky as well. You have some time to switch them, so this is a great Boy Pablo song to learn. And I'm not just saying that, but I don't need to convince you since you're already watching this video. Okay, so the first chord that we hear, that's sort of the verse and in the intro, is the A major 7, which he plays like this. Now I can hear you thinking, how do you do that? And I will explain it for you, of course. You first use your thumb as the bass note on the E string, and then you use your thumb for the D string, and then you use your middle finger and your index finger for the G and the B string, like that. And then you switch between the D string and your two fingers. So first thumb for the E string, then thumb for the D string, then index and middle finger for the G and the B string, and then alternating between your thumb on the D string and your index finger and middle finger. Like that. I will do it slowly once more. As easy as that. Just like that. It isn't too difficult, and he does it for every chord. Some small variations, but I will explain it to you. Now the A major 7 you play like this. Try to move your wrist a bit sideways, that might help play the chord. This is the easiest way to play this chord for this song, I think. So. And then he does the exact same thing for the F sharp minor 7. But then he uses his thumb on the A and the D string, so. Like that. So same rhythm, only now you're using the A and the D string instead of the E and the D string. And then he goes to the E major 7, exact same thing, except exact same strumming pattern as for the F sharp minor 7. Just like that. And then for the pre-chorus where he sings "You Give Your Eyes to Someone Else," which starts in the G sharp minor, like this. You can also play it like this, the G sharp minor 7. But I recommend to play it like this because it's easier to switch to the next chord from this finger positioning. So it is. But for this chord, for this pre-chorus, the strumming pattern is almost the same. There's a small variation, which is that instead of only playing the bass note in the beginning, he plays the bass note and the G and the B string. So he does this instead of. You hear the difference? So instead of starting off with the bass note only, he starts off with the bass note and this index and middle finger on the G and the B string. So. Like that. And for the C sharp minor it's exactly the same idea. You start off with playing the thumb, the bass note with your thumb on the A string, and then playing the G and the B string with your index and middle finger, and then alternating between using your thumb on the D string and the G and the B string. So. And then he goes to the F sharp minor 7, exact same thing as before. Also using your thumb and the G and the B string. And then an F sharp minor 7 with a diminished fifth. And then exact same thing for the B13 to B7. But then he uses his thumb on the E string and the D string. So I'll do that slowly once more. Just like that. And then after this part, after the pre-chorus, you have the chorus sort of, which is the part where he sings Te Vas, and it's a very nice part, and luckily it's the same strumming pattern as I've just shown you. It's this. etc. That's everything. Very nice. So it's the same thing as we've done before. You use your thumb to play the bass note, and then your index and middle finger to play the G and the B string. And then you alternate between the D string with your thumb and the G and the B string with your index and middle finger. So like this. And then for this C sharp minor 6, very nice chord, same thing. Then you're alternating between the E and the D string. And then for this chord, if you're having trouble with these chords, this C sharp minor 6, try to move your wrist or your thumb in a different position. Try to approach it a bit more sideways, like this. Exact same thing, so. And then you switch to the B13. Same thing again, switching between the E and the D string, so. And then back to the E major 7. And that's really the entire first part of the song. There's only one variation where for the pre-chorus at one point it doesn't start from here. It doesn't play the G sharp minor here, but it plays it over here. But same thing again, same strumming pattern. And then C sharp minor 7 over here. And then to the F sharp minor 7. Again, same thing as the other part of the pre-chorus. So that's the first part of the song. Then there's sort of a silence, and then the second part of the song, you could say, starts where you can hear a piano. But as you can see, this is not a piano. However, you can still play that part on the guitar, of course, because you just can, and I will show you how to do that. There's of course multiple ways to do this, but I think that this is the easiest one. You start off with an E chord over here. You play this E chord by doing this. I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm switching between the E and the D string with my thumb. Like that. And then and every time I hit the bass note, the lower sounding one, the E string, I play the B and the G string with my index and middle finger again. So. Like that. And then you go to the F sharp minor. Same finger picking pattern. You can also play the F sharp minor like this. This might be a bit easier. So using your, not playing the A string, using your ring finger for the D string on the 4th fret. And then back to the E. And you're using your pinky for this extra note to play the E6. And then at the end there's sort of a new part again which goes like this. And this outro strumming pattern is really easy. You can make it as difficult as you want, but you can only do downstrokes like this. Those are the chords. So I'm doing that with my thumb just. When you want to switch between this F sharp minor 7 and the F sharp minor 7 with the flatted 5th, try to notice that your index finger stays at the same spot and your ring finger as well. Only at a different, for your ring finger only at a different fret. So like that. You can also do stuff like you can be creative with that, but only downstrokes works just fine. I think that's what he's doing. And then there's one thing left, and that's the ending riff, which I will show you how to play now. that's how to play that part. It isn't too tricky. Just do those notes as I do, and you'll get the hang of it. That ending, that last part might be a bit nicer to play on electric guitar with a chorus pedal, but it still sounds nice on acoustic as well. So, I think that's everything I wanted to say. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know which song you would like to hear next, and I hope to see you the next time.